US announced an additional 10% tariffs on $200 billion in Chinese imports, which could come into effect as early as September this year. As a result, and following the announcement, global risk appetite improved, taking dollar to a 7-week highs against yen and above the 111 barrier intraday. Despite the rise in risk sentiment though, markets ended Tuesday's session mixed, either respecting technical levels or in some other cases simply due to the light economic calendar yesterday and lack of major releases. Luckily, today we're expecting a heavier calendar, with Bank of Canada's rate statement being the highlight. But before we look into Loonie, I would like to give you a few tips on the precious metal, gold, because it has reached an important junction where it was rejected. Spot gold undershadowed dollar-yen yesterday as US-China trade war escalated on freshly imposed US tariffs on additional Chinese products. The pair pulled back towards the golden Fibonacci ratio of 61.8 at 12.48 per ounce, a level at which it saw a rejection and recovered from earlier trade war escalation losses. The pair held firm at this critical junction and ended the session somewhat mixed, but importantly, it held firm above the critical Fibonacci ratio and ended the session by the opening price. Now, jumping boat. Today at 2 p.m. GMT, Bank of Canada would release its overnight interest rate, with BOC widely expected to rise rates by 25 basic points, and Canadian data confirming the hike narrative. A hike could take dollar cut lower a significant amount of pips, taking into consideration that BOC has held the rates unchanged since January. Dollar has been quite strong versus the Canadian counterpart since last September, and although on a shorter viewing point we noticed a pullback from 1.3225 towards 1.3065 only recently, dollar sustains a bullish momentum. In case the release is positive, price could head down towards 130 short term, and in the longer term could even break the set level and head towards 1.28 area. If the release is bad, Loonie could extend its losses against dollar and move back up towards 1.3225, where the most recent pullback kicked off a few days ago. Thank you very much for watching. Stavros Tusios, FXPRIMUS.